entire group against the motion of topic Uniform Civil Code. As we all know, Uniform Civil Code in India proposed to replace the personal law based on custom of each region committee within a common set of governing every citizen. But the implementation of Uniform Civil Code is particularly unconstitutional because it takes away the cultural and religious rights of other minorities as well, which was promised to them by founding father of our constitution. There is some question arise by minorities population. The question is, who is the government to decide our religion? We are governed by the Constitution of India, and our Constitution has given me independence to follow my religion. What is the place of government to decide what law need to be reformed and what law fits perfectly within the skeleton of Uniform Civil Code? The argument is based on the fact that India takes pride in its integrity. For maintaining diversity, we need to respect every minority community's personal choices and law. And that's the reason our nation to live in a place for such a long duration of time. The fact is, there is 14.2% Muslims live in India, and any move toward the implementation of Uniform Civil Code will receive heavy opposition and criticism from their side. A secular India is what our founding father promised when they formulated the constitution, and that is what the minorities demanding for. The government must respect the emotions of other minorities and then decide on whether to disobey upon the personal law or not. At last, I would like to say, मंदिर में दाना चुग कर चिड़िया मस्जिद में पानी पीती है. मैंने सुना है राधा की चुनरी कोई सलमा बेगम सीती है. एक रफी था महफिल में, रघुपति राघव गाता था. एक प्रेमचंद जो बच्चों को ईदगाह सुनाता था. अनेकता में जो एकता है वो आगे क्या कहलाएगी? क्या आ जाने पर समान नागरिक संहिता कोई भी मुख छोड़ संस्कृत में गाना गाएगी? By this, I would like to call Ayush Dubey to continue.
Thank you, Shivani. Now, I am here to elaborate against the motion of the topic Uniform Civil Code. The Supreme Court did not envisage one nation, one law according to Uniform Civil Code. It means that we, the people of India, have right to life and right to freedom of religion. The Supreme Court also stated that the fundamental right is the most important point than DPSP, the Directive Principle of State Policy, in Minerva Mill case. In Minerva Mill case, Supreme Court stated whenever directive principle and fundamental right both collide, एक ऐसा टाइम है जिस पर जैसा ऐसा लगे कि डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल फंडामेंटल राइट से कोलाइड कर रहा है, at that point the Supreme Court will try to take a balance between them by the contract of harmonious construction. अगर ऐसा नहीं हो पाएगा at a critical situation, then Supreme Court will always prevail to fundamental rights. Now, I want to clear you all, respected judges, parents, and all my dear friends, that there is only one temple of democracy, that is Parliament, that can make law. And I want to clear you also that no Parliament can snatch our fundamental right from us. At last but not the least, I want to say that अगर ऐसा कभी फ्यूचर में होता है या इट मे पॉसिबल अगर यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड इंडिया में इंप्लीमेंट होता है, then it is one of the most blackest day of the constitution in which a doctor kills patient very sweetly. और अंत में मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देते हुए सिर्फ इतना कहना चाहूंगा कि नागरिकों की रक्षा के लिए ही है भारत में संविधान. नागरिकों की रक्षा के लिए ही है भारत में संविधान. इसके ही पालन के हित में न करो विधान. Thank you and have a nice day. I would like to call for the explanation.
Thank you, Ayush. Now I am representing some issue on the point of Uniform Civil Code. Uniform Civil Code, even at the time of the Constitution Assembly, it was debated and people objected in a big manner. And that particular time, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said that it will be a police government who will go to the extent of doing this without having the consent from the people itself. In a hypothetical scenario, let us assume that Uniform Civil Code gets implemented. What can be the possible issues and difficulties? First, the sentimental issue. It will hurt the feeling of the people who have engraved this personal law in their pride.
Silent protest could be a far dream. Administration at that time must be prepared to handle violence. Second, some legal challenges may rise up issues such as attempt to highlight the state intervention in religion matter. Question will be asked regarding the limit of the state with the respect of religion. Now I am representing a thought of Mahatma Gandhi. He said that our ability to reach unity in diversity is our beauty and taste of our civilization. Now you all are able to understand why I am representing this thought. भारत की शान एकता है, लेकिन भारत की पहचान विविधता में एकता है. So I don't think it is a better option to implement Uniform Civil Code in India. Over to Shivangi.
Thank you, Swati. In modern scenario, we have seen many conflicts arises on UCC. We cannot judge what is right and what is wrong for us. All the people of nation have no knowledge in consequence of law. So I put a statement, a great lawyer, former Union Law Minister Mr. Ram Jethmalani, who said that what the country needed was a universal justice, not a uniform civil code. A questionnaire published on a novel in October 2016 by the Law Commission to test the water on UCC after the Constitution Bench judgment. It wanted to see whether the nation is ready for it or not. In the Shahbanu case, court lamented that Article 44 became a dead letter, and chances are that it may continue so. Perception of UCC is an encroachment of their freedom religion. Many committee, particularly a minority committee, perceive a uniform civil code is an encroachment of their freedom religion. The scope of freedom religion will be reduced after the implementation of the uniform civil code. Thank you. Now I would like to call Pratik for further explanation.
Thank you, Shiva. Good morning to all. Our nation is full of many castes and religions: Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, and Jain, and tribal communities which have their own religious practices. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board met with Justice B.S. Chauhan. Justice B.S. Chauhan has told the board members that Uniform Civil Code is not demand of nation and it cannot be implemented in this country for 10 years. So, I put up one question in front of all assembled and panel members of event. What was the issue behind if UCC is demand of nation? Why Law Commission gave such statement? I clarify that the main issue behind it is not to solve the mishappening rises in religious level, but it only increases internal problems and make our nation disintegrate, which is far more dangerous for our future and further innovation. It has been made clear to the Commission that the determination of religious practices, tradition and culture don't fall under the scope of government, and accordingly the said issue does not be made part of the lawmaking process. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratik. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to put forward my views as to why the time is not right for the implementation of Uniform Civil Code in India. Firstly, there is no clear blueprint given by the authorities to the masses as to what the Uniform Civil Code is and how is it going to be implemented. This, in turn, has given rise to skepticism and fear, especially in the minds of the minorities in India. Many communities in India, especially the minorities, perceive the Uniform Civil Code as an attack on their rights to religious freedom. However, the government has made no efforts to address such apprehensions of the masses, which is rather questionable. Considering a major opposition, especially coming from the minorities, over the recent decisions taken by the government, the time in India is not at all right for the implementation of Uniform Civil Code. And not only that, such efforts towards a common goal could rather prove to be counterproductive. Ladies and gentlemen, they say that Rome wasn't built in a day. Then how do we suppose that all the religious dissimilarities prevailing in India for centuries now can be brought down with a single strike? Hence, there should only be a peaceful way to suggest the changes required in various Indian religious laws. Uniform Civil Code is certainly not the answer we are looking for. Thank you. I would now like to call Pratik.
A very fanatic morning to one and all present here. At the last, not the least, I want to give a clear prior and conclusive end to the debate. Ironically, while the torchbearer of the Uniform Civil Code, themselves saviors who are carrying baton of peace, they always fail to understand that any impose of the Uniform Civil Code will be suicidal and it will incite an armed emergency across the Indian state border. History has many instances of pluralistic legal system. In our Constituent Assembly, there was division on the issue of putting UCC in the fundamental right chapter or not. And the matter was settled by 5:4. And the subcommittee headed by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel held that the provision of out of the scope of fundamental right chapter. And also stated that UCC is less important than our fundamental right. यहाँ पे बैठे एक एक व्यक्ति का मैं ध्यान आकर्षण चाहूंगा जो हमारे इतने गतिरोध के बावजूद, हमारे धार्मिक विविधताओं के बावजूद ये चीजें आज ये मुद्दा हमारे सामने ये ज्वलन क्यों है समाज में। मैंने 2 लाइन में सारगर्भित किया इस बातों को, आप सुनिएगा। नया निजाम नई बंदिशें, नया निजाम नई बंदिशें, ऐलान नया। हम फकत साहिब के ही माफी सोचे और साहिब वक्त ने हुक्म किया है जारी कि अपने नस्लों से कहो हमारी यहाँ पे बैठा भारत का कोई बेटा बेटी मायूस नहीं हो। यहाँ पे बैठा भारत का कोई बेटा बेटी मायूस न हो। ये सरकारें 10 साल, 5 साल, 20 साल, 25 साल, 45 साल, 50 साल की सरकारें हैं। हमारी संस्कृति, हमारी बंधुता, हमारी एकसूत्रता, हमारी सौहार्दता ये 5000 वर्ष पुरानी है, जिस संस्कृति पे, जिस एकसूत्रता पे, सौहार्दता पे दुनिया ने शीश नवाया है, तो फिर हमने संविधान के नाम पे, आस्था के नाम पे स्वयं क्यों भ्रम फैलाया? इस तरीके के संविधान हमारे देश के लिए, हमारे पास ऐसा कुछ भी ये एक कड़वा सच है, आपको भी मानना होगा, हमको भी मानना है, क्योंकि हमारे पास भारत एक आध्यात्म जगह है, जो कि यहाँ वाराणसी में बैठे इस पावन धरती पे ये भी एक आध्यात्म नगरी है। लोग हमको स्पिरिचुअलिटी की तरह देखते हैं। पूरा देश इसका एक एक शब्द पीएचडी के दर्शन शास्त्र से लोग इसके एक एक शब्द पे पीएचडी कर रहे हैं। यहाँ लोग रहते कैसे हैं, यहाँ लोग अपने धार्मिक भावनाओं और सौहार्दता को कैसे मेंटेन किए हुए हैं। तो अंत में मैं बस इतना ही कहना चाहूंगा, मेरा देश महान था, महान है, महान रहेगा, और हम अपने देश के एक देश श्रेष्ठ देश को परिकल्पना और कल्पना को इसी तरीके से पूर्ण कर सकते हैं। आप लोगों ने धैर्य से सुना, इसके लिए धन्यवाद।
Okay, open for argumentation.